What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! It's June! Crime Reacts back at it again. We got the cops discover entire murder caught on camera, man. It's summertime, man. Find you something that you passionate about. Quit doing that dirt. It's gonna come back on you, man. Whether if it's a week from now, 6 months from now, or a year. Come on. Explore with us. Let's shake it out.
I would like to turn myself in because I'm very mentally unstable. Yeah.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before. In the early...
You know, unfortunately, man, and stuff like this, man, with the crazy psychopath relationships, you know, RIP to the girl and prayers to her family. But I'm pretty sure that she's seen multiple red flags throughout the entire relationship, and even probably before they made everything official. All right, with that being said, like, I've always said, because there's been similar things that we've had reacted to story-wise or this and that along the, you know what I'm saying, examples and stuff. Like, bro, when people start talking like, oh, man, like, I just had to do things for just because the spirits of this and just, it summoned me to just cause me, and I just had a shift in energy, and I feel like just the biggest power. Like, yo, bro, 9 times out of 10, their own people should have gotten them help themselves, but they just never, like, they just kind of looked over past it. Or it could have been a combination of that. Maybe they probably sent him to like some mental institution and they overlooked it and then assumed that, hey, he's just good, we're just gonna let him go.
Early morning hours of August 29th,
Somebody's in the wrong,
2023, a chilling call comes into dispatchers at the Powell Police Department, and it's from Chance himself.
911, what's the address of your emergency? And your name?
My name is Chance.
Okay, and what's going on there?
I murdered my girlfriend. You'll need to use forceful entry to get into the house. I plan on taking myself to the police station after this phone call.
Do you want
Yes.
the police to come to you? Can they come to you?
I would like to turn myself in because I'm very mentally unstable, and I'm worried that I'm going to commit by cop if the cops come and pick me up. So I need to go into the station for my safety and the police officer's safety.
Well, do you want to go ahead and get in your car and go ahead and drive to the police department and I'll stay on the line?
Yeah.
Chance is confessing to murdering his
That's
29-year-old ex-girlfriend, Shannon Hyatt. As he continues speaking with Powell Dispatch, the call is relayed to Columbus authorities, who quickly send officers to the address he provided.
Caller is in Powell on the phone. Dispatcher on. He's going to do a cop in Powell. Why are we going to Berkeley?
Imagine getting that type of call.
With Columbus officers now en route.
Not only that, you know what I'm saying, somebody's already unalive. Like, now you're going to somewhere where somebody literally just said that, like, hey, I don't care about my life, which means they're not going to care about your life. So you don't even know what you're walking into, man.
Shannon's home, Powell Dispatch continues speaking with Chance, hoping to gather more details.
Do you have any weapons on you, Chance?
I have the murder weapon with me.
Are you able to leave that in your apartment? I want you to leave that in your apartment, okay? I don't want you to take any weapons with you.
Okay.
What is the murder weapon?
It's a knife. Is there any way that I could put it somewhere where there's a child in the home and I don't want him to see it?
There's a child
There's a
in
child?
your apartment?
Yeah, I live with my mother.
Oh
And
my
she's
gosh, bro. This dude, bro, lunatic, and he was living at home with his mom, bro. Come on, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure she had to have seen some type of problems with him, man. Like, he needed to be
right next to me, holding me accountable for making this phone call. And I
So
just
you're-
don't want my little brother to see it. He's only 7 years old.
This is
Okay,
brother,
can
little
we
brother.
put the knife on top of the refrigerator?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I want you to put it on there, not your mother. I don't want your mother to touch it.
Okay. I'm going to put the knife on top of the fridge. Don't touch it at all. Okay? I'm going to give my mother one last hug before this all starts.
Okay. All right, go ahead and do that.
I'm going to go to prison now.
As police close in on his location, dispatch
He was a
continues
weirdo,
asking
man.
Chance questions, attempting to keep Chance stationary until units arrive. But the clock is ticking, and it's only a matter of time before he catches on.
Are you in your car?
Yes, I just
Okay.
turned on my car. Give me a second. I can't really move my head very well.
You're fine. Stay there for right now. I just want you to take a couple deep breaths, all right?
Okay.
How's your finger doing?
Can't really move it.
How deep did it go?
I'm pretty sure it sliced the ligament.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to send a medic to you first?
No. I'll receive all my treatment at the jail, please, and thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. Where are you at in the lot, just parked right in front of your apartment?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I need to bring myself to you, and I don't want to be tricked into being picked up. And so I'm going to refuse to answer that, but I'm in my car. The car has started, and I will not disconnect this call until I reach the jail cell and you have spoken with an officer.
Okay.
Verifying that. I am not safe.
Okay.
I am not.
Yo, this dude needs some type of meds or something, bro. Like,
a safe person right now.
Can't make this
and
up.
The safest thing is for me to turn myself in at a jail.
Okay.
Not be picked up. Because if guns get drawn on me, I don't know what I'm going to do.
As the call continues, Chance leaves the apartment complex and begins driving. But Powell officers have found him, and they're closing in fast.
I left the apartment complex, but I need to pull over real quick and put the address in.
You left?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you at?
There's a cop right behind me, and I know that I'm being followed and everything. If you have this officer...
They probably have his location already pinged because of the cell phone, so that's probably why the cop was already on.
I need you to tell him to just follow me to the police station.
Can you just
Bro, you don't tell them what to do, bro.
Bro,
what's wrong with this nigga, bro?
Take you to the police station? It'd make it so much easier.
This dude trying to sit up there and direct orders. Like,
how?
It would just make it be done.
Dude's
right
a
now.
lunatic.
Okay.
Okay. Can you just pull over right now?
Yeah.
Thanks to dispatch stalling Chance's departure, officers were able to intercept Chance less than half a mile away from the address he left from. He turns at an intersection and pulls over into the Sheetz gas station, where the police make contact for the first time.
Can you make commands? Because you probably can't hear me on this side.
Can you put both hands out the window for me?
I got both hands. Well, his hands are back in. Put your hands out. Yeah. Keep them out. Keep your hands out.
Take one of your hands and open your car door. Open the door from the outside. Face away. Face away.
Bro,
Keep
imagine
your
being
hands
the people
above your
inside.
Slowly start walking backwards.
Walk back towards me. Back towards the sound of my voice. Keep walking back.
With Chance fully cooperating, officers place him in handcuffs, then shift focus to the vehicle, unsure of what else might be inside.
This side. Doors open. Clear. He's got gloves. Yep. Blood on it, looks like.
You got anything on you, bud?
Nope. I got nothing.
Nothing.
I've got $25 in my pocket.
Okay.
You can see here, there's gloves, look like blood on it. Are you injured at all, Chance, besides your finger?
Still a scratch on this other hand, but
Your other hand?
major laceration on this pinky
When did that happen?
during the attack.
Okay. And you put that bandage on yourself?
Yeah, it's just a napkin and some medical tape.
Officers place Chance in the back of a patrol vehicle and remove his shoes, revealing blood-stained socks underneath. Both the socks and shoes are placed in paper evidence bags as they wait to transfer him to Columbus PD custody. Meanwhile, outside Shannon's home, Columbus officers prepare to make entry, unaware of the horror waiting on the other side of the door.
Can I kick the door? I'm good. Kick the door.
Police! Yep, she's dead. She's right here. We got her. Clear the house. Let's go.
That's 11. We're clearing the house. We got one down on the floor.
Did she get shot or did she get stabbed?
Everything has one side.
Sad, man.
Dude, he had to like core her throat out or something.
Blood in the hallway. You see that?
But I mean, there's a hole
Struggle.
like this big in her throat.
Inside, officers find Shannon Hyatt on the living room floor, riddled with numerous stab wounds across her upper body and a deep slash across her throat. A large pool of blood sits beneath her, with additional stains splattered across the carpet and couch. She's pronounced dead on scene at 6:18 a.m. Columbus officers relay the information to their dispatch, who then notifies Powell Dispatch that Shannon has been found deceased.
He killed her. Oh my God, it makes me sick to my stomach.
As the weight of the news settles in, Powell officers arrive at the home of Ashley Ratka, Chance Donahoe's mother, where the 911 call was originally placed.
How are you, Mom? Okay. Can I just have you step out here real quick? Is there somebody else with you? What's up? Is there anyone else in the house? Just your... Okay. Is he awake? Okay. I just want to make sure he's okay. That's all we got to do is just make sure he's okay for right now, okay?
Is Chance at the police station now?
We have him in custody. Yeah, he went voluntarily. Okay. All right. Hey, ma'am. Is there a knife? Yeah, it's on the top. I see it.
Inside the residence, officers locate the knife on top of the refrigerator, just as Chance described to the 911 operator, along with a pile of his clothing next to the washing machine, believed to be the first outfit he had on when he initially approached Shannon's house.
Sad, man.
Ashley's other son is also confirmed to be safe and sound, sleeping in his room. Chance's mother is later questioned by investigators, recounting the events leading up to the initial 911 call.
He woke me up at like 5 in the morning and said, "Mom, I need to talk to you."
And if you don't want to talk to me, you don't have to. I'm really sorry you're going through this. I really am.
So then he said the knife was in his car. He said his phone was in his car, and he said he was gonna go sit somewhere for a minute and have an hour of freedom. I said, "Chance, you need to just call 911 right now. You need to just do this." So he did.
His mother's insistence may have been the only thing that kept Chance from disappearing. Now in police custody, he's transferred to Columbus PD and taken to the Franklin County Jail, where he would be interviewed just a few hours later.
Weirdo, man.
Like a
Weirdo.
major psychological break, and kind of completely and utterly lost control of my actions, which I know is not an excuse, and I need to pay for my mistakes. Basically, me and Shannon are going through a really bad breakup right now.
Right.
Because
Damn. Cold part about it, man. Shannon probably was trying to just get away, and this dude, he's a simp. He's a weirdo. He's a lunatic. Typical case of somebody not being able to handle a girl leaving him, and they just crash out.
Because I am unable to be honest and unable to not steal and unable to not take advantage of people that are around me. And I took advantage of her a lot. She's been just making all these Facebook posts about our breakup. And
I've read some of them.
She's also come after my mom and stuff. And it's kind of one of those things where it's it's one thing to drag my name through the mud. You can take all my friends. It hurts. But I just kind of lost it whenever.
That would be frustrating and hurtful, right?
Saying things like me and my mother's relationship is extremely inappropriate, implying that we want to have sex with each other, and disgusting. Are you serious right now?
Did that piss you off?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, what
you have the audacity to start publicly saying that the reason I date older women is because I have an Oedipus complex. You're only 3 years older than me.
Chance's perspective lines up closely with what his mother also tells investigators.
Obviously, there's not a reason to ever murder someone, but this girl has been messing with him pretty significantly since they've split up, and they've only been split up for a week, but she was a problem, and I anticipated it getting worse before it got better with her stalking him, and she no longer had control of him, and I think that was making her crazy because she had a lot of control of him before.
We were unable to locate the specific statements both Chance and his mother claim Shannon posted online. However, we were able to locate one post made just 5 days before her death, shared in a Columbus-based Facebook group called Are We Dating the Same Guy?, where Shannon publicly warned others about Chance stating that he stole my prescription medication and money out of my bank accounts, and also claimed that the money was used on powdered drugs. Back in the interrogation room,
this dude was on something, man.
Chance begins responding to the claims made about him.
Did you feel betrayed?
In that moment, I mean, like, I felt betrayed the whole breakup.
Sure.
She's been just like...
Yo, hold on, yo. I'm editing it out.
Everybody, everything. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I would do the same thing if somebody did things that I did to her. But, like, she told me that, like, she wasn't gonna tell anybody about the theft and stuff. Because I paid her back the money.
Right.
That I took. And the only reason I took the money is because she took my debit cards because she didn't trust me with finances. I'm not trying to sit here and...
I mean, because you're using drugs. That's why she didn't trust you with finances, bro. Like, you lunatic.
Say all of my actions have a rational and logical explanation. Because, like, I don't want to be this way. I don't want to lie. Right. But I don't know how to stop. I don't want to steal, but I don't know how to stop. Shannon thought that the stealing had everything to do with the addiction to ketamine, when in reality, I go through bouts of unemployment because of the nature of my work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I run out of money. And then Shannon gets, or would get, like, really, like, mean and say really nasty things and all that. And so in my mind, just take this money, give it right back to her as your money so that she shuts it up and everything can be, like, happy and peaceful, and then just replace the money before she finds out that it was taken.
But for Chance, the theft and online posts weren't the only triggers. There was something else.
She had started sleeping with Matthew, who she had, like, just recently started being friends with and told me not to worry about.
Who's Matt?
Matthew is somebody that she was having some form of romantic relationship with.
Okay.
I didn't have a reaction to it, honestly. I was just happy that I had what? I'm just happy, like, I'm still happy. Like, I don't know, I'm not, like, happy about it. It's up and it's a horrible thing, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know.
But jealousy and heartbreak were only part of the equation. As Chance opens up, he reveals a fractured state of mind that had already begun to crack.
I have undiagnosed schizophrenia.
Okay.
I have auditory and visual hallucinations. I went to a music festival this past weekend and kept, like, seeing Shannon everywhere.
Bro, so this dude is just a drug head and just basically went crazy off of too many damn drugs. And that was the cause of Shannon's, like, you know what I'm saying?
And I thought that she was, like, following me around to, like, keep...
Weren't you there with her?
He should have been in an addiction center, bro. Simple as that. Like, look at his eyes. You see it all in his face, bro. This dude was just one of those dudes that just lived to get high. And I'm not talking about the Za, bro. Like, we talking about this, like, this some other ish he was on, bro.
At Levin Valley?
No, not at
Stay
Levin
away
Valley.
from drugs.
This past weekend at Wonder Bus.
Okay, yeah.
Downtown. I was there and I was working the festival, and she has known about every single move that I've made since we've broken up. Like, where I'm at, what I'm doing, who I'm hanging out with, everything. And so like, I was getting really paranoid and frustrated because I thought that she was kind of like stalking me. I went directly to my mom's because I just wanted to tell my mom face to face. And I woke my mother up and I said I killed Shannon.
How did your mom take it?
Like, shook, shaken. And then she kept just saying things like, you had your whole life. Anything that Shannon could have done to you, we could have worked through. Like, this was not worth it. Some dumb girl was not worth this.
As Chance speaks of hallucinations and paranoia, his mother tells investigators she'd seen this unraveling begin long before.
He's definitely gonna try and file for mental insanity, like
before the murder.
He didn't have any medication for the last couple of weeks. He was diagnosed bipolar disabled one thing.
You said he hasn't had his
Here we
medication.
go.
No, he was on Abilify, he was on Wellbutrin, and he hadn't had it for the last couple of weeks.
This is crazy. So this Chance dude, if you actually like put everything together, he had prescription meds for his actual mental illness, but instead it seems like he was spending his finances on other drugs, which was making his actual mental insanityness like more worser.
I can't tell you
Yo,
why.
priorities
you
be
did
messed
what
up
he
nowadays
told
with people,
you.
man.
He told me it was like hearing voices and all kinds of stuff like that. And I told him, like, just love him so much. I love my son so much. And I just can't believe this is happening.
I'm
I
really
feel
sorry.
so bad for her family too. And even though she was like doing whatever she could to mess with him so much, like, she didn't deserve that.
Sometimes you can't control your kids, you know. I mean, he's an adult and he made decisions, and that's not on you. That's on him. You know. At some point, you gotta let him.
And then looking at his car too, bro. Like, yo, don't be afraid, dog, to literally judge somebody and like want to cut them off if they have a car dirty like this, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just straight up nasty, my nigga. Like, how do you just have just casually like 4 empty, what is this, alcohol or something? It says seltzer. I'll just say some, maybe it's just seltzer water. You have like an old Dunkin' Donuts bag. You have an old McDonald's Egg McMuffin with cheese. You know what I'm saying? Wrapper on the floor. You have some random, like, it looks like a Pokemon magazine crumbled up. You have a Pepsi bottle, 2 bottles of water. You know what I'm saying? Just like, bro, you just have, it's just nasty, dog. And I've always said, bro, if somebody cannot keep their car clean and it looks like this all the time, not even, bro, it can even be like a one time. Nobody should ever have something this dirty looking like this in their car, bro. Because if their car is that dirty, not only is that their house dirty, bro, the insides of their person is not only just dirty, but like their just entire minds is just not right, bro. Like, you got to stay away from people like this, bro. These are the type of people that will hurt you, bro. You know, and you don't even got to be in a relationship. It can be your homeboy, whatever. It can be like, you know, if you're a girl, it could be your girlfriend, you know, vice versa and stuff, bro. Like, bro, if they have a car this dirty, bro, check them one time on it and you don't see no change, bro, you got to cut them off, man.
I have, and I've done that. I've played that card. I've done every single thing. I've tried to do it all. He's been in and out of counseling since he was like 4 or 5 years old.
What his mother could only fear, Chance now begins to admit in chilling detail.
I was just kind of driving around because I just didn't really know what to do.
When was this?
This was at about like 11 o'clock.
Last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just driving around between like 11 and like midnight.
Okay.
And just kind of like trolling around.
This is confirmed by Shannon's front porch camera as it captures Chance's car driving past around 11:11 p.m.
And I thought to myself I should check myself into a mental hospital. Because I'm not really all that safe. I actually just like drove by her house before I like went back to my mom's house and changed into clothing. And I saw a van, and then I saw a person that looked like Matthew leave, and I just kind of didn't think of anything about it because I don't know what kind of vehicle he drove.
So then you drive?
I just drove by because at first, like, all I wanted to do was just, like, knock and talk. But, like, I don't know. I know, like, this doesn't make any logical sense because knocking and getting the police called on you and getting a trespassing charge is far less severe than getting a murder charge. But sure. I got to spend time with the vessel that was Shannon, and I got to absorb her spirit and get some.
Bro, are you a fucking cell from DBZ, bro? Like, yo, this guy doesn't need to deserve to smell fresh air again, man. Just put him away. Go ahead.
You're back.
We have some video.
Bro thinks he's the next coming of Majin Buu, bro. Like, what's wrong with this dude?
Cameras or video systems, and it looks like you had walked up to the house maybe with like a t-shirt on initially.
Yep.
Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
Around 11:57 p.m., a neighbor living next door to Shannon's home catches a glimpse of Chance walking through her yard and across the driveway.
That's crazy.
Unknowingly capturing a critical moment just before the murder takes place.
That was the time that I, like, drove past. So I was, like, saw the van, was trying to, like, work up the nerve to, like, go up to the door, but, like, didn't really know what to do. So I guess I don't know why, but I was just like, why don't you just, like, kind of just, like, see if she's even, like, here. And so I peered into the garage window to see if her car was there, and then I tried to see if I could see what room she was in without her seeing me on the cameras and stuff.
It's a weird ass nigga.
I didn't see anything, and then whenever I left, I was like, you need to just go home, and you need to just give your mom your car keys, and you need to check yourself into a psych ward.
So when you walked up to the house 11, whenever, you hadn't planned on hurting her at that point?
No, not at all.
Had you seen Matt yet, or?
I saw Matt whenever I was actually just about to come around the corner to try to, like, knock on the door.
Okay. Did he see you?
No, he had his back to me and he was coming out of the door, and then I got spooked and ran off. I had, like, this weird thing that was just like, well, if you want Shannon back and you can't get her back, you can, like, take her life force, and then you'll be together forever. And so, like, I went home and I changed my clothes into all black, and I grabbed a knife and I went over to her house, and I approached the door, which I'm sure you'll see on her doorbell camera, Ring camera, at some point throughout your investigation. I twisted the doorknob. She screamed, "I will call the cops." And I slammed my shoulder into the door 2 times. After the first time, she said, "Are you kidding me?" Because I think that she thought I was just being obnoxious and pounding on the door or something. Or honestly, I don't even know if she knew it was me until I got into the house, because I had a bandage on my face whenever I was outside. And then the second shove gave way, and I didn't make a noise. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. I just started stabbing Shannon, and she didn't even realize what was happening until I had stabbed her a couple times. And she said, "Are you kidding me? What the Chance? Stop. Wait, please stop. I'm dying. I love you, I love you." And then she didn't speak another word. I don't know how many times I stabbed her. I know it's a lot. I also know that I cut her throat to speed up the process. And I just remember looking at her and feeling like I was, like, taking on, like, her spirit, I guess. And like, I don't know, I felt less alone than I'd felt since our breakup in that moment.
Shannon Hyatt suffered more than 30 stab wounds across her upper body,
30?
along with a deep slash to her throat. She had multiple defensive injuries, evidence that she fought to survive. But the horror didn't end there. For nearly 3 hours after her death, Chance remained inside the home, doing things so unsettling, even investigators struggled to make sense of it.
Well, I took her house keys and her phone after I killed her.
Okay.
I don't really know why. I don't have her password or anything, and she has like the thumbprint, so you can't like get into it. But like, I took the keys. I screwed a piece of plywood to the front doors to keep it closed.
Why did you shut the front door like that?
To be completely honest with you, so our cats didn't get out.
Yeah, that's good. No, I mean,
I think it sounds ridiculous, but was the...
You didn't want the cats to get out.
That was a concern of mine. And I'm not gonna lie to you, there is a part of me that's very upset knowing that they slept together, because the first thing that Shannon said whenever she got out of our relationship was, I need to be single for a while and really figure out my own.
Right.
And then I saw something that she wrote down saying, I feel like I'm really falling into the same patterns with Chance with Matt, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Where did she write that down?
It's in her notes on her phone.
Okay. How did you get into her phone?
It was her thumb after I killed her.
Okay.
Bro, what? This dude is a straight lunatic, bro. You unalived your ex-girlfriend at the point. Used her unalived body, took her thumbprint on the iPhone, because you know the iPhone uses a thumb, or you can use a face scan, or you can just use a traditional passcode to get on the phone. So you use an unalived person's body, thumb, to get in a phone, to go through her phone, knowing that you guys' relationship is already over. Like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, bro, and the thing is that now it's weirdo ass dudes like this that ruin it for other guys, man, in the future, bro. Like, straight up.
I'm a full psycho stalker mode, dude. I'm gonna be completely blatantly honest with you.
That's why we're here.
In the aftermath of the murder, Shannon's back porch camera captures chilling footage. At 2:04 a.m., just 6 minutes after her screams are heard, Chance's shadow appears in the window, and for a brief moment, a blood-covered hand is visible.
Oh!
His shadow returns multiple times throughout the early morning hours, a silent presence inside the home, long after Shannon's final breath.
What?
Why are you moving her body at that point?
Because the door is busted, and her feet are about 1.5 feet maybe away from the door.
Okay.
And if I want to do any kind of going in and out of the front door, there's just a dead body right in blatant view. So I rotated her 180 degrees, went outside, smoked a couple cigarettes.
When you say I went outside, did you go out front?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have sex with Shannon?
Mm-hmm.
Afterward?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking, yo, guys, nah. Once again, bring back crucial punishments, bro, that came from like the 320 BCs, bro. This guy needs to be publicly tortured or something. Like this, that is absolutely out of pocket. That is disgusting, bro. Like, yo, they gotta like, bro, they gotta make an example out of this. They gotta give this dude like 1,005 years or something like that, bro. Something like, bro, bro, did y'all hear that? Bro, that was so foul. I'm not even gonna replay that back. If you ain't here the first time, you replay it back, bro. I'm not hearing that back again, bro. This definitely is probably the top 2 most disgusting, foulest things, bro, we've seen at any of these crime videos, man. Like, bro, this dude needs to be thrown in a chamber with like venomous snakes or something, or just like a middle of a random lake, bro, with just like gators posted up. You know what I'm saying? About to go inside the lake. Like this is just.
At that point, was she dead?
Yeah.
Did you feel aroused, like looking at her?
Not by like her deadness, but like I was still very sexually attracted to Shannon.
She was beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how long do you think that lasted?
Bro.
Oh, like 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
I know they have to, but it's like, bro, that. You see this bottom caption?
Did you wear a condom or?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, bro. This guy's going to hell, bro. Oh my gosh.
It was another just acceptance of guilt.
Yeah. Do you remember where you ejaculated?
No,
Was it
don't
inside
ask
of
that,
her,
bro.
or-
Oh my gosh, bro. No. Why are you asking that? Why are you asking those questions, man? Ew.
How long do you think she had been
Oh.
dead at that point?
I don't know.
From here, Chance lays bare a disturbing justification. One rooted
It
in
just
a
kept
delusional
getting
sense
worse and worse, too, bro.
of power and a belief that Shannon was something to possess or consume.
You mentioned earlier that if you took her life force, that you would feel closer to her. What does that mean exactly? Like as far as?
Well, it's kind of like Native American belief of like absorbing the soul whenever you kill an animal.
Okay.
And like, I don't know, like you're absorbing it and like, I don't know. I oftentimes whenever I'm experiencing episodes of psychosis, think that I'm a god.
Okay.
And will kind of view people as like just kind of things. I've never been violent to this extreme before, but I definitely just like, well, if I'm God and I take away your free will and I release your spirit, I take your spirit back.
Okay.
And I mean, I still feel like that.
So are you, like, as we speak right now, how are you feeling about like our interactions? Are you feeling like you're a god right now?
I mean, yeah.
And we're like objects in front of you?
I mean, you're not necessarily objects, you are people of authority, and I am paying the price for like human laws and stuff like that because I'm in a human vessel, but like, yeah, like definitely like a god and like can make things happen.
What's the tattoo stand for?
It's the Ohm symbol. It represents the sound frequency that's been recorded and picked up throughout the entirety of the known and explored universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's often referred to as the God frequency. This is kind of a religious representation kind of thing.
Bro, just put him
Next,
away
Chance
already,
is
man.
asked to confront the weight of his actions.
Do you feel bad or do you just?
I feel guilty for taking Shannon away from the people that love her. And I know that a lot of people are gonna miss her. I do feel guilty about that. Processing emotion is something that I've always really struggled with.
Okay.
Ever since I was a kid. Like, I'm more of an analyze emotion rather than like feel emotion. I'm losing everybody that has ever cared about me to this relationship. And I felt really alone. I wanted Shannon back. And now I have her back. But I also wanted to take something away from her. But I had absolutely nothing to take away. And accept her life. And so I did it. I stabbed her over and over and over again until she couldn't speak and was making weird raspy sounds, and then I slit her throat open.
As the
Weirdo,
interview
bro.
nears its end, Chance offers his final thoughts of justice, remorse, and the pain he's caused Shannon's family.
I appreciate you sharing with me what happened. So, at least her parents have a little bit of peace to know that the person responsible is in custody, right?
No, I'm a very eye for an eye type of person. I think that the only justice would have been if I was dead too. With all due respect, I'm a dumb and a murderer, but I'm not somebody that runs away from my consequences. In your experience, do the parents of the victims even want to hear anything?
I think this is all going to be out there. The trial, everything else, they're going to know. I think they would like to know how you feel about what happened.
I want you to tell them that Shannon didn't deserve to be a victim of my shortcomings and mental illnesses.
Chance Donahoe was indicted on aggravated murder, murder and abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence. According to news sources,
where's the sexual assault part? And shouldn't that be a charge for, like, you know what I'm saying, on top of that, because the person was unalive too?
Accepted a plea deal and pled guilty on August 8, 2024 to aggravated murder and abuse of a corpse, and was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 31 years.
He shouldn't even get that option, bro. Once again, I feel like, I mean, it's life, bro. We're not going to do too much. He's not going to smell fresh air again. But, bro, they should have, like, literally made an example out of him, bro. Like, did you hear what even if he sat up there and admitted to it, bro, it's just disgusting, bro. This dude is a lunatic weirdo. You know what I'm saying? He just couldn't handle his girl about to leave him. You know what I'm saying? Really, the whole objective was because he was just jealous, bro. He was just a jealous ex-boyfriend who couldn't let her girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend go. You know what I'm saying? And couldn't move on, bro. He's 27 years old, living with his mom. Like, bro, this dude is a damn waste of sperm, bro. Damn. It's just sad, man. R.I.P. to Shannon and prayers to her family.